Hello there, watchy people. How is it going? Welcome to my first ever vlog. This is a relatively new hobby of mine, which is flying quadcopters. So I thought it might be interesting for you guys to kind of come with me on the journey, and I thought I would record a vlog, which is what I'm calling this, because it's like a vlog, but it's a flight vlog, so it's a vlog. Yeah, lame. But anyway, I have flown a little bit before. I've had a couple of toy grade quads. I started out with this one. This is the Hubsan X4, which, as you can see, it has a little camera. If my camera will focus on it, I don't know if it will. Hello, we're here. No, it's not going to do it, I don't think. There we go. It's got a little camera on the front, and it'll record it. It's not FPV. You can't watch it as it's flying, but it will record it onto a memory card just inside the drone itself. There. This is an indoor thing, really. It doesn't really stand up to the wind outside, so yeah, it's quite limiting from that point of view. And our house is not massive. We don't have big open spaces, so it's a little bit tricky. I will keep using it, I think. But yeah, that's the first one I had. I wanted to do something a bit bigger, a bit more usable, so I thought I'll go for a bigger quad, and I'll go for one that's got a camera FPV. Given that I'm into like making films and that kind of stuff, I thought it'd be useful to have. So I bought myself the JJRC H11D. Which this is. As you can see, the first thing I did was snap off the lugs that hold the external camera to the underside, and so it's now held on with an elastic band. But yeah, it still works. It's beautiful, and again, it was a cheap one. It was less than 50 quid, so it was maybe like $60, something like that. And it shows its value, really. It doesn't stand up very well to the wind. It's a bit unstable. I replaced the bearings in the blades to make it work better, and did some little adaptations to it to make it a bit more reliable, but it's still not quite there. So what I did over Christmas is I sold the hardtop that I've got for my my Miata, my MX-5, and I used the proceeds from that to buy myself something a little bit more not top end, but it's a step up. It's a decent quad. It's a racing FPV quad. So let's open it up. I haven't even unboxed this yet. This is as it arrived. I've not done anything, so I thought we would share the experience together, and I'm hoping my camera is looking in the right direction and everything. It looks like it's okay. So yeah, we're gonna open this together, guys. So I'll move the main thing out of the way, and we will start with just the controller, I think. Now this doesn't have any tape, so we can just get straight down into opening the box and pulling out the controller. Excellent. There isn't even a manual in the box. Is it underneath? Yep, no manual. We just got a controller and a receiver. So this is a mode 2 controller, which means that the throttle is on that side. That's why that one doesn't spring back into place when you move it. And so you've got throttle up and down, which lets you take off, you know, more accelerator or less accelerator. Then left and right over here is usually the yaw, which means the quad turns on that plane. Then over here you've got lift, not lift, what's it called? Attitude, is that what they call it? Pitch is the right word. There we go. So you push it forward and the thing rolls forward and propels itself. You pull it back and it comes backwards, and roll left and right like that. That's how this baby works. And you'll note that new controllers, modern controllers, they no longer, I don't know if you guys, probably most of you guys aren't old enough, but we used to have radio controls that had a metal telescopic aerial, so it came out about this far, and then you'd pull it out for about 6 meters, and that's how, you know, it would beam the commands to the model, and the model had an equivalent 18-foot mast tied to the back of it to allow you to receive the signal, to allow it to receive the signal. These days they have modern telekinetics chips in them, so it sends brain waves, and so therefore you don't need hardly any aerial for that, because it's magic. You know, the X-Men don't even, some of the X-Men like Jean Grey and that, she doesn't even need the controller. It's quite something to watch. But yeah, this is a 6-channel, is it, or is it 8-channel? I don't know what it is. I guess it's 8-channel because I've got 4 switches and 2 things. So each one of these does 2 channels. So that's 1 channel, that's another channel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the switches. So these are supposed to do flight mode, I think. That one's a 3 position, so I can choose whether it's easy, normal or hardcore, basically. I don't think the other switches do anything, but I'm going to program one of them, probably this one I guess, to arm and disarm the quad so that the thing shuts itself off. But yeah, this is a kind of universal controller. It's not specifically designed for the quad I've bought, so I'm going to have to do some binding and some calibration and stuff. None of that I know how to do, by the way, just to let you know. So I'm doing this kind of from the ground up. And yeah, like I said, I've not flown a great deal before. I've used those toys and kind of got frustrated with them because they're just not up to the task. So what we're going to do now is have a look at the quad itself. So I'm going to cut the tape. This is an Eachine Wizard X220, as you can see. The X220 refers to the frame that it's built on. I think it's 220 millimeters. I don't know if that's width, length or whatever, but it's one of the gaps between the motors, I expect. Probably at its widest point. And yeah, so I still can't get that out. There we go. That's a bit better. Rah. And yeah, this is an FPV racing quad, so you can look through the camera and see what the quad's seeing when you fly it. Oh, and it's got some nice foam package in there. Oh, check that out. Awesome. I think they've changed this from the model that I've seen reviewed. It's been upgraded slightly. They all said that the propellers, look, you got 5 spare sets of propellers. So those are the these standard. Anyway, they go around different directions, so it's important to know which ones are which. Let's chuck that up out of the way. So we've got lots of propellers with it. We've got a bag. I've just thrown a bag on the floor. Never mind. Got a bag of zip ties to tidy up the whole thing. What else have we got in here? We've got another bag. Oh, that's the aerial to transmit the camera that's on the front of this thing. And we've got some sticky things to mean that it's not landing directly on the floor. So those are spacers that you'll stick on the bottom of the arms. We've got a bag of spare screws. That is going to be invaluable because I know that this thing is just going to break left, right and centre because I'm going to crash it everywhere. And those are the bolts that hold the propellers on. So there's one set that's chrome and one set that is black, which is handy because that'll help me know which way round they are, you know, which props go one way and which props go the other way. We've also got a little spanner to help us put those on, and I think, yep, that's everything else except the baby itself, our little quad. And I'm really happy that it's come with this foam, packing foam, because what I'm going to do is put that straight in the case that I'm going to carry it in. So this is the quad. Oh man. Okay, something I didn't realise. That's going to stop me from finishing this video today. So, not a problem. We'll go with it as it is anyway. Yeah, so this is the quad. and it's got some things that go woo woo like that, some things that go woo woo like that. These things are ESCs. They are electronic speed controllers. So the computery thing like your controller tells the computery thing what to do, and the computery thing tells these things how fast to go to make it do all sorts of things like that. Now that's the camera. It's got the camera there, which you can undo these little screws and move up and down, because the reason it's pointing upwards a bit is because when you're flying you can't just fly it flat, because otherwise it's not going to go anywhere. It tilts forward to fly, which means that the camera is now pointing forwards. So the camera is set up so that you can see forwards when you're in motion, which I suspect is very handy. I don't have the receiver for this yet, so I was hoping maybe I can adapt the screen from the H11, this screen, to receive from this. So I'll have to open it up and replace the antenna, I believe. Speaking of which, that's what that other little box is. This little box here, if I can open this without slicing my fingers off, always a bonus. There we go. This should be a replacement antenna, because I'm told that, where is it? That one is not amazing. So what I have done is I have bought, oh, it's only sent one. Okay, that's interesting. It's only sent me one antenna. I think I'm supposed to get two, because there's supposed to be one for the transmitter, which goes on here in place of that one, and one for the receiver. So yeah, that's intriguing. But yeah, so there you go, guys. What I might do is plug it in via the USB port here into my PC, and then we can program this baby up ready to go, and hook it up to the controller and everything, bind it up, because I've got to fit this inside. This is the receiver, which connects to this little wire here. That goes in the PPM socket there, and then it means that that'll talk to that. But yeah, I have to do some programming things to make sure everything's right, because this is a generic one. The channels that it controls might be not be the channels that it thinks it should control, so I just have to change those and set up my switch to arm and disarm. So that's cool. What it doesn't come with, which I was expecting it to come with, was a battery. Yeah, it did look like it came with a battery, but it appears it does not. So I'm gonna have to talk to Banggood, which is where I bought this from, because that's where I could afford it from, to ask about that, because we don't have a battery on this, and we only have one half of the aerial for this. So I'm going to get in touch with them and see about that, because I'm not going to be able to fly it until I've got the battery at least. So thank you very much for watching this, guys. I have no idea if this is of interest to you or not, so if you could use the like button to let me know, that would be cool. If I see lots of thumbs up, then I'll know that you want to follow me on this journey. Unfortunately, I didn't get to fly it today, so I will fly when I get the battery and whatever else I need to get it going. But yeah, if you could use the like button just to let me know whether you're interested in watching it or not. If you're not, then I won't make any more. Simple as that. So yeah, that'd be really cool. And if you're new to the channel, then please do subscribe for some lots of fun playing games and sucking at games, basically. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!